Hello everyone, it's Thumper, the Rabid Rabbit. In this episode of Rust Electricity 101, the Component Guide, I'll be covering the use of the memory cell. The memory cell is the green component. Many people find the function of this confusing, so let's go through it so we understand how to use this. The device is a 1-bit storage device. It's found in crates and sunken chests, and it costs 5 high-quality metal. It is not a default blueprint. It can be placed on floors and on walls. And I will place one on the wall here to demonstrate how it works. It has an output and an inverted output on the top, which I'm going to connect to these display counters so that you can see how the behavior changes as we work with it. It has a power in on the bottom, which we will connect over here so we have some power to work with today. And you'll notice that as soon as it has power, the top light is green, the bottom light is red. That means that it's in its default state, which is 0. Right now, the memory cell is set by default to 0. When it is in the 0 state, it sends all of its power to the inverted output. I'm going to connect these two handles to the switches here for demonstration purposes. The set handle I'll connect to the top switch. The reset handle I'll connect to the bottom switch. And now we can demonstrate how the memory cell works. The memory cell stays in state 0 until you apply power to the set handle. As soon as I apply power to the set handle, it now has 2 green lights indicating that it is in state 1. The bit is now set to 1. And instead of providing output through the inverted output, it provides it through the output connector. When I activate the handle I have connected to the reset handle, it goes back to state 0. That's indicated by 1 green, 1 red. State 0, it outputs its power to the inverted output. You can use this device for stateful decision making or stateful power handling. For example, if you wanted to connect a pressure pad to a door, that door would only stay open while someone is on the pressure pad. But if you used that pressure pad to connect to the set input and connected the door to the output, then as soon as someone hit the pressure pad, it would trigger the set, change to state 1, activate the door, and the door would stay open until you remove power or until you set the memory cell back to 0 by applying power to the reset handle. You can also have builds where you have power going to one device until you change states and switch the power to another device. A lot of people do find this component a bit confusing, and that's partly because of its versatility. Use some creative thinking and you can find a lot of different ways to apply this in your base. One important tip, which may be a bug that's fixed in the future, is that unlike other components, the memory cell, for some reason, does not consume any of the power that passes through it. So unlike blockers, branches, displays, switches, which all subtract 1 power as it passes through, the memory cell does not actually consume any power. It has 29 coming in. It says 28 coming out, but that's a bug. It is actually providing 29 units of power up to this display, who then consumes 1 itself and shows you that the output is 28. So you do need at least 1 unit of power coming in to turn it on, but it does not actually consume that unit of power, which is a little unusual since most of the other components do consume 1 unit of power themselves. Again, this may be a bug that's fixed in the future, but for now, you only need power available to turn it on, and then at least 1 unit of power to apply to a set or reset handle to change the state from 0 to 1 or back again. In summary, the memory cell is not a default blueprint. It's available in crates and sunken chests. It costs 5 high-quality metal. It has an input, an output, an inverted output, a set, and a reset switch. Inverted output is active in state 0. After you hit set, it changes to state 1 and changes the power output from inverted to the regular output. You use the reset handle to set it back to state 0, and it switches back to the inverted output. Fun, advanced, and very useful, it is the little green monster, the memory cell.